Shalom, shalom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope everybody in good health. It's your brother, Mikael Ben Yisrael, aka Yesharon or Jesharon. What up, y'all? Okay, I want to make this real quick because I'm about to hit the auto show. Y'all know, if y'all don't know, Chicago has the largest auto show in the world. Well, at least in America that I know of. Always have, even over the Motor City, Detroit. I don't know if people knew that. Because there's a Motor City, they thought they had the biggest auto show. No, Chicago got the biggest auto show. At least I know for like the last 10 years. Look it up. So I'm about to head down there and check out the auto show, right? And I just want to hop on here real quick to address all the stuff that's been going on since yesterday. I didn't see it yesterday, but I got the notifications this morning. And y'all know that group that's making a living off of attacking us black folks. Shalom, Sister Ruth, that are not that don't subscribe to the byword African American and just black and all that no more. But we actually accept our identity as being the true descendants of the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. You know, these groups that attack us, the Shenanigan Squad, and the other one, what's the other one called? SOG, or I had an acronym for that. I think I forgot it. What was it? Satan. I think it was Satan's Other Guys. Something like that. I had thought of something one day. I said, I'm gonna leave all that alone, man. So anyway, let me get to the point. Yeah, so you know, they didn't threw the brother G-Man under the bus. And if you watch this, G-Man, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on YouTube. So if y'all see me repost this, y'all might want to watch it again because it might be a little something added to the video, if you catch my drift. But I just want to say this. I've been chilling because y'all know we doing the project, the 3-part series, Trilogy of Truth, right? So I've been working on that and a couple of other things as far as the ministry, kicking the true gospel of Christ, right? Not just slandering people and getting involved in mischievous type stuff. So as y'all remember, months ago, many moons ago, hey, Sister Key, I made the video, the first video when I went on the brother TJ Black show based in Chicago, Ask the Streets. I went on there, he interviewed me, and he asked me a number of topics that I didn't know he was gonna ask me. That's how an interview go, right? And one of the topics was about the internet organization that calls themselves Shield Squad. So I was put I was put on the hot seat, and so I reacted. I didn't duck. They took offense to certain words that I used, and now that I think back of it, I didn't cuss them out or nothing like that. I don't get down like that as far as, especially, you know, I try to keep myself in a professional manner, although I could be a little rugged sometimes. I'm working on it. You know, all I did was I answered the questions honestly. Y'all can go back and see them on my old Hebrews in the Hood channel. I got on a white long sleeve shirt. And basically they asked me about this internet organization, because that's what it is. Like, they don't have like a building called Shield Squad or you know, Soldiers of God or nothing like that. They was actually formed, and they'll tell you too, that they were formed to just combat Hebrew Israelites because we're such a problem in the black community now. You know what I'm saying? And so I answered, and I told them that, you know, I believe it's a bigger agenda pushing this machine. And they just recruited Negroes that look like us to infiltrate this fastest growing movement in the world. And you can research it. It is the fastest growing movement in the world, Hebrew Israelites, all over the Western Hemisphere. And now, ironically, it's starting to show its face on a much visual level in Africa. We've always known of Israelites in Africa. You got a lot of people trying to put out pseudo information now, like Garfield over at Dagger Squad. You know, he says things like there's only 3,000 Ebus who recognize themselves as Hebrew Israelites. We got more of that in it. We have more than 3,000 of them that recognize themselves of some form of Hebrew ancestry in the United States alone. So if you even thought that a smidget of that was true, you are retarded. And I couldn't think of a better, more politically correct term to use, but that's what you are. I don't have the exact numbers, but I can tell you it is way more than that. And y'all gonna see this when our trilogy of truth come out, because we got testimonies over in Africa of elders who say they got ancient relics, and it's kind of commonly known that the Ebus and other tribes like the Yoruba, especially the tribes they say of the southern states, as they put it, over there in that West African area, are descendants of the ancient Israelites. And it's like all of them don't accept it. It's just like over here, we're telling everybody that everybody, shalom, shalom, Hebrew. We telling all of these blind Negroes over here that we are the true Israelites, and a lot of them won't accept it. So the difference is over there, it's been like a long-term myth or fable amongst them. So the majority of them have heard it at some point in their life. They just may not subscribe to it. You see what I'm saying? So that's very misleading if somebody tell you it's 3,000 of them over there. And these elders go on to confirm that their Hebrew roots is not due to any conversion. They were never converted. They are the original. So the reason that these people are trying to smear the ancient true Jew, I'm just using that as a generic term, Hebrew Israelites in Africa, is because if they can smear or just call look, it's at the point now where it ain't no more hiding that there's Hebrews in West Africa. So now what they have to do is discredit the authenticity of them and say, well, they were converted at some point. And I've been saying for years, you're never going to find in nobody historical text, not even Josephus or Tacitus, that there was a mass conversion of Jewish, African Jewish people. Because for one, what we do know is, unlike Christianity and Islam, you've never seen a Jewish invasion where they forced people to convert to Judaism. Outside of the Bible, when the real Israelites did it, which would have been our ancestors, you know, and matter of fact, you know, the Maccabees converted the Edomites. That's a whole nother story. And then they went on to convert the Ashkenazis and all these type of people. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother history lesson, because it got a lot more. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, now, see, that's the thing. Judaism is not the same as being a Hebrew Israelite. Judaism was not even forced conversion on Africa. Show it to me. Show it. When you see the Ebus and the Limbas, the ones that are into Judaism, they chose to do that. They literally chose to do that because a lot of them wanted some type of acceptance, or for political reasons, they wanted some type of notoriety from the Edomites and the converted Gentiles of Ashkenaz that's over there in the land. And the only way you can get that type of any kind of acknowledgement from them is if you convert to their polluted form of Judaism. See what I'm saying? It ain't the same. They didn't come through with swords and tanks and make them convert to Judaism, because what anybody knows is Jewish people, unlike the other Abrahamic faiths, even though it's a polluted faith like the other ones is, they actually don't feel that all the other nations should be involved with their way of life. They actually believe that they are above the rest of humanity, and therefore most other nationalities do not deserve to get their true form of Judaism, which connects to a bunch of rabbinical garbage, which has nothing to do with the Torah, the first 5 books of Moses, or the Tanakh, You know what I'm saying? It has absolutely nothing to do with it. A lot of it is Talmudic, from the Zohar and Talmud and all of this type of crap, and Kabbalah, which is nothing but Jewish mysticism, right? So it's more like a secret society that ain't secret. You see what I'm saying? So they would never want people that they look down on as like Africans to really deal with that. That would be more of a compromise, right? So if we convert to them, what happens is we've actually submitted our God-given natural born priesthood over to them. So now we're under their authority, which if you do that and you're a natural born Israelite, that's the craziest thing ever. You see what I'm saying? We are the priests. They don't like it. We waking up. So that gets me back to my point, what happened to the dear brother G-Man. All along, I've been telling people, I laid up off of it when I made my initial videos, when I called them nigglets. And like I say, I probably wouldn't have said that now. You know what I'm saying? But I said it. And what I meant by it was, excuse me, y'all, that there's a hierarchy who sent people to go take some people out of our community, black people who call themselves Christians, who did not like Hebrew Israelites because of certain groups of Hebrew Israelites. And so they use these Negroes or these dead Israelites, because they still Israelites, whether they know it or not. Well, some of them are. Some of them you can't go off skin color. They actually not Israelites. But that's another story, and I ain't going to get into all that because it's really irrelevant. So the fact is they use them, and that's what I've been saying from the start. And that guy that called himself VM, yeah, VM, you know the initials VM like a voicemail, because I don't even want to say his name, but he wrote that bogus book, Hebrew Israelites versus Barack Obama. Come to find out my name in the book. You see what I'm saying? My name is in the book. He actually talks about me in this fraudulent, fictitious book where he makes it seem, peace, brother Otter, where he makes it seem as though Obama had an issue with Hebrew Israelites because of a scene out of that movie where he actually looked like he's encountering some One West-ish brothers, and, you know, they had a small dialogue, right? He based the whole book off that. Well, the sisters and two sisters and the brother Ron Divine Prospect blew that whole thing up on Debate Talk for You, Sal Showtime show. Shout out to Sal Showtime. And they blew it up. It was the worst ever. I'm talking about the man VM, who that ain't even his real name. I got information on that too, which is finna lead to why I really made this video. And, you know, they basically proved that the man didn't even know that Barack Obama's his in-law, which would be Michelle's, I think, first cousin or uncle, is a Hebrew Israelite. A Hebrew Israelite. And we all know who he is in Chicago. He's the head of a little camp over there and in Chicago, in the city. He's a Hebrew Israelite. But here's where it gets funny. He was actually given the authority over the Hebrew Israelite community by guess who? By the Rabbinical Society, the Jewish people from Israel. Yeah, they see this Hebrew Israelite thing growing so fast because you got to think, a lot of them that's in the higher positions, they know who we are and they know who they are, and they looking like, oh boy, the prophecy is about up because we waking up like this and they can't stop it. So now the only thing they can do is damage control, and they're going to place people within the movement, you see what I'm saying, to kind of monitorize it and disrupt it. So I'm telling you, Hebrew Israelites, have no fear, but be careful what you do, right? And be careful who you associate with, because if they can get any dirt on you, they are going to pull it out to basically discredit you and make you look like some type of lunatic, as if they're going to portray you to be, right? Because they're trying to slow prophecy down, because they know once all us wake up, then it's time for them to go back to go to sleep. They got to get out the way. See what I'm saying? I ain't playing no more. So I'm making this short video to really put it out there on blast without getting trashy, without getting petty, without getting personal, without getting any of that, I'm going to still represent Christ. The only reason my head covered is because I'm not finna read no scriptures. I'm finna let y'all do that, right? Next time y'all see me, I will be in that priest form. Right now, I'm on straight up Hebrews in the hood form. So watch this. Pardon me. So look, right? When y'all go back, check out my videos. Now, the first video I put out was, like I said, I was on TJ Black show. They asked me about him. I told them how I felt about him. And I knew the guy, VM, y'all know who that is. He's the head of them, right? A white guy. Kind of find out. It's even deeper than that, y'all. Remember what I was talking about the Ashkenazis and the Edomites? Now, y'all think about this. Who got the biggest to lose when the true Jew wakes up? Those that's calling themselves us, right? Y'all see how deep this get, right? So that guy who calls it over them, I want y'all to do some research since you took the time to put me in your book and didn't inform me about it. That's not his real name. That name starts with a V, ends with an M. That's not his real name. That's a name he created. It's a partial stage name from his horrible rapping. And it's another thing. How they gonna kick G-Man out the squad because they said his rapping skills is bad? Y'all hear this? This is supposed to be about Christ, though, the real gospel. They kicked him. He's claiming one of the reasons they kicked him out, I'm gonna say allegedly, he's claiming because, yeah, his rapping skills was horrible. You know, something like, G-Man, it's about that time. You know, he went across the line, asked UPK, and it was hilarious. And I called into that show. It was hilarious. But they kicked the brother out because of that. When at the same time, the dude, VM, like I said, who I'm going to tell y'all, it's looking like he's an Ashkenazi Jew. He's going under his Italian name because of the mother-father thing. That's not his real name. His real name actually starts with the initials JMR. Y'all go look it up yourself. And y'all know why I'm doing this? Because I told y'all back then, the spirit bear witness to things. A little part of it is my street smarts, but 99% of it came from the most, matter of fact, 100% of it came from the Most High. But the discerner of spirits, I knew it was something about that cat. It wasn't because he was just, you know, because he's white. It wasn't that. Although I do feel like if you the natural priest of Israel, you shouldn't have nobody governing you. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's the Most High Christ. You see what I'm saying? You the teacher and the rest of the world are the students. But this is neither here nor there. What I'm saying is that dude is not who he says he is. His initials are JMR. Y'all just go look it up. JMR, and the last name is as Jewish as it gets. He's an Ashkenazi. That's what it's looking like. He's an Ashkenazi. Now it makes sense to y'all, right? Why they so hell-bent on disproving us being Israel. It has nothing to do with the gospel of Christ, y'all. Nothing. It ain't even just that they don't like one West and the radical Israelites, then they tell us to stay out of it. Y'all moderate Israelites, stay out of it. How you gonna tell us to stay out of it when you basically telling us if we say we're an Israelite by nationality, we're lying and we're stealing the Jewish identity from these poor innocent Jewish people? This is what y'all saying, and you want us to shut up, right? No, fam, it don't work like that. The Most High, I kicked it off some months ago, and now I ain't got to do nothing but sit back. The Most High is ripping the clothes off of them. That whole thing is going to crumble. That entire thing. And G-Man, don't feel bad, bro, because you're not the only one that got duped by them. You actually thought that you were fighting for the right team. And you're not about to be the last one they kick out. I know for a fact they've been wanting to get rid of a few of them over there for a minute. I'm going to keep that to myself, but just watch. They're going to kick out a sister. They're going to kick out another brother. And they got replacements for y'all already because this comes from the master, VM himself, or JMR, as we will call him, the Ashkenazi / Judeo-Christian. Now, here's my last point. I'm going to let y'all do the homework if y'all got the time, because the Lord gonna crush it anyway. But if y'all just want to see it on y'all own, I want y'all to check this out. When y'all go look this guy up, I want y'all to go click on some of his videos, right? See, the cool thing about this, everybody know my life. It's an open book. Government name, Mike Ward. So what? Been shot up in prison, was a criminal. What else you want to know? It's all coming out in my autobiography anyway. So I ain't got nothing to hide. Google away. But I see y'all had something to hide. He even got a phony page under that name with no pictures, no nothing. And 10 of my Israelite friends are friends with him. So what y'all think he y'all friend for? Y'all got to be more careful on who y'all accept as y'all friend. He been spying on y'all for the longest. Y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? An Ashkenazi Jew has been spying on the children of Israel for a minute. And y'all thought it was innocent. So, with that being said, G-Man, I hate you had to get through under the tank like that, because this tank is God. It ain't about even just us being Israelites. It's about the truth, right? You see what I'm saying? And they threw you under the tank, but you can recover. You can recover, brother, because unlike them, we really do care about you, because we know your heart was sincere. You thought you was doing the work of Christ by attacking us. But I told y'all through the door, that dude did not care about y'all. Y'all see, when I went to talk to him, they kicked me off show. I mean, they act like he's cherub angels, like he was sitting on the mercy seat or something. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. So, last thing I'm gonna say, yeah. So, I want y'all to peep something, right? This is no secret, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The way that this Israeli thing works, I'm talking about the Zionists, the people that's over there. Y'all need to do more research about Judeo-Christianity and all of this. And when you look into it, they have different departments, like every other group. You have the military, you have political, and then you also have what you would call propaganda, right? So in the propaganda department, you control the people's minds through videos, social media, you know, debates, all these type of things. What do you think this group is? They dealing with social media. They dealing with YouTube. They dealing with Facebook, Instagram. This is what this group is. And when you go back and check out this Jewish dude, JMR/VM, right? Y'all know who I'm talking about, who wrote that bogus fictional pamphlet. When y'all check him out, what you're going to find out is he actually used to be a so-called Christian missionary or Judeo, now we know his origins, Christian missionary that combated Black Muslims. So it seems that it appears there is a certain regiment of the Zionism, right, that is actually sent to combat the enemies of that state, the enemies of Zionism. And the first people they attacked was the Muslims. Of course, y'all understand why, the long history with them. But they intentionally come in the Black community, right? They know it starts with us. This is where it gets real sinister, because they know who we are. Guess who they on? Guess who they went on after that? Directly after that, VM jumps on the let's attack this new Hebrew Israelite thing mission. Y'all see what it is? Because these are the enemies of Zionism. You feel it? First, you got the brother they stay fighting with, Ishmael, and the converted Negroes into his religion, which is Islam. And now the biggest threat is, guess who? The Hebrew Israelite movement. That's directly who dude was sent to. That whole James White, all that thing, it gets even deeper. So remember, when I made my video, Shield Squad Exposed, they all got on there talking about, he's talking like it's this big conspiracy and ooh, right? Now you see everything I said is literally coming to pass. Everything. You know why? Because the Most High showed it to me. I had people telling me, look at this, look at that. I just didn't put it all out there like that because the Lord says, slow down, slow your roll. I got this. You get back to doing what you're supposed to do, teaching, You know, you want to get back community work, whatever, do that. So I'm about to continue to do that. But I'm letting y'all know. Go back, check all that stuff I ever said about them. Now look what's happening now and watch you see exactly what it is. So my last words and my message to my brothers and sisters out there in the Christian church, look, right, that are starting to hear about these group of people in your community that call themselves the real Israelites, black people in your family that's starting to say, I'm not going to church on Sunday no more. I go to church on Saturday, or I keep the Sabbath day now at home. And you looking at them strange, and you click on the video, and you see some brothers on there acting crazy. I'm trying to tell you right now, do not let that paint a picture on everybody, because the truth of the matter is, the reason y'all are starting to run into all these people that are saying, these Negroes saying that they are Hebrew Israelites, or like Kendrick Lamar said, don't call me black, I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. The reason Amari Stoudemire said I'm a Hebrew Israelite, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people we can name, some just not out there like that, even the sister Lauryn Hill and all them. Do you know why you're going to continue to encounter this? Because it's true. It's true, and it ain't going away. So what I'd rather you do is find a group or just pray to the Most High. Start your own if you ain't comfortable how some things are ran in some of these camps that you see. But what I'm trying to tell you is it's time to jump on the train or get off the track, because they can't stop it. And they upset. And I know this video is going to really irk them, because you know why? I know the Most High with me. I ain't worried about y'all. Can't do nothing to me that he don't want you to do. I just went on and pulled y'all naked clothes off. Now everybody see how beat up your bell pepper body is. That's all. You look like a chick that just had a bad week of horrible eating. This is an ugly woman, man. And I'm talking about this whole Christian apologetic thing. It's an ugly chick trying to dress up and look innocent. You should see them. They over there cussing each other out and excommunicating people like the Pope. They acting like they mother now, the great whore over there in Rome. It's funny, man. And I ain't got to get personal and start talking about people's family and all that. I ain't going to do that. But I'm definitely going to make sure that people know who's behind this agenda, who's pushing this agenda, like I've been saying, and what their mission is. And again, to my brother G, man, look, you got 9,000 subscribers. They the ones that lost out. You got more subscribers than all of them put together outside of James White, who really don't like to deal with him, to be honest with you. He might be kind of running the strings up there, but he don't really want to touch them because he see they disorganized and they sloppy. Something you can't say about Hebrew Israelite. You join any kind of camp, I don't care if it's a moderate to a militant, whatever term you want to use, you're going to have order, because God is the God of order. You can see that in both the Old and New Testament. They have no order over there. They gossiping like chicks. They fighting. It's just funny. So with that, y'all, I say keep y'all eyes peeled. You know what I'm saying? Watch them crumble and watch who y'all let in y'all circles, because it is a much bigger and much more sinister and evil agenda behind this. Unfortunately, a few of the dead Israelite Negroes that they got over there, they don't see that far. They actually just think they think they helping the mission in Christ, but they ain't talking about Christ. They kicked a brother out because his lyrics was booty. Are y'all serious? Y'all know that ain't the real reason they kicked him out, because he letting it out on his video. You know, they ain't like how he did things. Plus, he's not a Calvinist. Oh, and if that ain't bad enough, and Ron Shields exposed Calvinism, I mean, they so racist, it don't make no sense. But that's that. So I say to y'all, man, I'm about to go to the auto show. And y'all stop going crazy over that Black Panther movie, man. I grew up watching it, reading the comic books. Black Panther is who he is. And, you know, it should be a nice movie. I'm going to go check it out. And I mean, if you would spend money, unless you just don't watch movies at all, but if you would spend monies to watch Iron Man and X-Men with damn near no black people in it, only black person you see is probably somebody walking in the background sweeping up something. If you gonna spend money on that, I don't see why you would. I don't know. I'm not getting into the politics of that, but I'm gonna definitely go watch it in a couple of days because I read the comic books growing up. I was a nerd slash gangbanger. I was just like weird. I was very eccentric. So with that, I say, Marie J. Miller, would his name perhaps be? Oh yeah, it's definitely Jewish. Yeah, it's definitely Jewish. Yeah. Oh, Ozzy, they not gonna Ozzy, they not gonna touch their Deuteronomy 28 challenge. You just doing the exercise in futility. In case y'all don't know, the brother Ozzy K. Fingers from the Wake Up Show, he has a challenge out there. Hashtag, I think what is it? Put it in the thing. Hashtag what, Ozzy? But he basically is putting a challenge out there and putting all these deniers of us being the real Jews, the authentic Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the so-called African American, the Caribbeans, and all that, right? He basically going on an attack and not on the defense no more, and telling them, since we not them, go find the people that fit all these prophecies better than we do, and they can't do it. They actually just won't even touch it. And like I'm saying, I want somebody to touch that Deuteronomy 32 and 26. He said he has scattered us to all four corners of the earth and calls our names to cease from among men. Jewish people name ain't never ceased. They always said they was Jewish. Matter of fact, the UN got together, which was the AKA League of Nations back then, and declared they was Jewish. They was the people of that land. Went as far as to go over there and kill some people to get them some land to sit them over there. So it definitely they definitely don't fit them. It never ceased from among men. They'll even tell you that they got centuries of oral history, matter of fact, written history, that say exactly who they are and what tribes they come to in Israel. So it never ceased from among men with them whatsoever. So we know it ain't them. So y'all got to show us who it is, since it ain't us. Come on. It ain't gonna happen. All right, y'all, because y'all gonna keep me on here, and I don't want to start getting yelled at. Wow, Sheik, that's crazy, sis. They called you all that? Yeah, Mary, that's the name. Yeah, that right there. And it ain't Carl. He wasn't a basketball player, and it ain't Moses. But that last name, yeah, that's him. That's definitely him. Straight out the Ashkenaz. And there's a few Ashkenazis over there. You beat, boy. So I say, shalom, shalom, y'all. Like I say, if y'all see me post this video again, it's going to have some edit information added in there. No personal attack stuff. I'm not on that. I'm going to let Israel deal with them with the information that I have put forth and others are putting forth. Excuse me, y'all, the juicy mouth. I just got through drinking a milkshake. But yeah, so that's that. Oh, why would somebody call me? That's crazy. Somebody gonna call me while I'm on live. So yeah, man, I say peace, and when I post the video, edit history added on there. Shalom, shalom.